Bonjour, hi, welcome. So today we'll talk about writing an integration for Collabora Online. And I will use a practical example, WordPress. WordPress is the most popular CMS on the web. It powers a large part of usually small website. That includes our own Collabora productivity website. If you look a bit in detail, you'll see it's running WordPress behind the scene. And if you didn't know, then that means it's so oblivious. It's not visible, but it's there. So the architecture for writing integration, I'll provide you a refresher for anyone who is not very familiar with that. We have that sort of triangle where you have the browser, which is the user web client. You have the WP storage or WP host. In that case, it's WordPress. And then you have col.WSD, which is Collabora Online. So in all of that discussion, the WP host, when I talk about it, it's WordPress. And what we are writing now is something that makes WordPress behave like a WP host as needed. The goals for the WordPress integration. We want to allow viewing attached documents to WordPress content. We want to use the WordPress user credential. That means that you define who can view, edit using WordPress standard mechanism for that. We want to integrate the editor into WordPress, but not to edit posts, just to edit these documents as usual. And we intend on using WordPress UI for managing the files because we don't need to invent that. A non-goal is implementing an EFSS. You have Nextcloud or other products for that. Don't use WordPress for it. It's not really what we want here. WordPress concept. Everything is a post. Technically, if you upload a media file, it's a post. Any other kind of data, it's a post. And our Office files that we will upload are media files, so they are a post. I will also show that we handle revisions as separate posts, so we can retrieve the previous version of the document that way. The WP host part. WordPress has built-in mechanism to create endpoints, and for that we just register a URL with the API with a callback. These endpoints is to implement WP, so the file storage, check info, put file, get file, etc. There is a caveat with WordPress that I discovered painfully on the first try to deploy on a new instance, is that by default it doesn't work. This is a limitation of WordPress in general, but the simple thing is if you want to have nice link for your blog post, you never keep the default plain permalink structure as I show here from the settings. You use any other scheme that suits you need, and that's it. For the technical part, this is because if you keep plain, it doesn't set up the redirect, the rewrite that you would do for example on Apache. If you have a different server, then it follows the instruction. But this is really just let WordPress handle it, and it will work. So the WP host part, we have the check file info. It goes as such. You check the token. You check that the user has permissions for against the file that you want to get. It's specified in the token as well. And then if it's okay, then you return the payload. Get file, check the token again, same way. And if it's okay, you send the file. Put file, you check the token again. If you can write, then you continue. You create a copy and a revision post, and then you save the file, and then that's it. So this is pretty much what one expect when implementing WP. I have mentioned the access token. So the token is what allows accessing the file. That's like every other integration. It's passed to Collabora Online when we implement the frame. It's opaque, so Collabora Online has no idea what's in there, but we actually do on the WordPress side. And Collabora Online, of course, pass it back when connecting to the WP host to get the files. We have decided to use something that's known. It's called JSON Web Token, JWT, because it fits all what we need, including the fact that it can be passed around in URLs. Keep in mind, the token, of course, should be protected, so you should never use plain text connections, but that's not even specific to WordPress. The token, we create it as being per user and per file. That means the token cannot be used to open any other file than the one specified for the user specified. It should expire. You can set that to 0, but by default we have 24 hours expiry time. And you shouldn't be forgeable. That means we use a secret to generate it. As I said, we use the JSON Web Token. We set a key on the WordPress side in the settings, and then it will be used for that site. This is the payload of the JSON Web Token. We have UID, FID, which has respectively the user and the file ID. Expiration, which is when the token expires. It's timestamps, and by default it's 24 hours. And also there is a WRI, which is write. If it's true, you can write the file. Note that this is just an indication of what we want to grant the user, but if WordPress say no, it's no. It doesn't override WordPress permission here. We have also one for the what I call review, which is a comment-only mode, which is a new, recent development in Collabora Online, where you can present a document and a writer document, and user can add comments and only comments. On the back end, it's still writing, but the Collabora Online enforce the commenting only there. Then you have the front end. The front end will be all the visible part to the user. We create a new PHP page in WordPress. This is a page that will contain the iframe on which we put code in there. That's like any other integration. WordPress, we use WordPress user authentication to generate the token, checking the permissions. We won't generate a token giving write permissions if we know that the user doesn't have write permission. It's checked again behind, so we try to make sure that we always check permissions and that we don't ask for more permissions than there is. The checking allow, for example, if there is a change in permission after emitting the token, that we still don't grant it. We no longer grant it. The front end also will fetch the discovery, the WP discovery to build the URL and set it up. This is mostly this is written in PHP. The discovery, also that's something that's not specific to WordPress. It's a process of determining the capabilities of the Collabora Online server. It uses the WP discovery protocol, which is an endpoint that sends an XML that we parse, on which we extract the URL for the frame. Simply, you just locate based on the MIME type or an extension. You use an XPath query in XML, get the URL SRC attribute, and then you know what you need to use there. This part is in our SDK examples as well in PHP. Nothing very I have reused it also for the Drupal implementation that's in PHP. Then you have the user content. This is the part where users start adding documents to their post. So you have with the old style editor, the one that people tend to prefer despite WordPress pushing hard on the new one. You can use a shortcode, which is these things between square brackets. It's a word and then some parameters behind it. I have added to the editor a little icon that you can see here, where it just say add Collabora Online document. This icon will show you the document selector and then insert the shortcode, and you can change the mode to say you want edit or view. View means read only, edit means anybody can edit the document, and then you have the review mode for comment only. This is document selector. This is basically the media selector from WordPress. When you want to insert an image, you get the same one, except that you have images. Here we have filtered around other documents. The new style, it's implemented for the Gutenberg editor, that very fancy editor that is in WordPress has been in WordPress for a bit now. You implemented what we call a block. You say add document, then you have on the right that little UI to select the document, select the mode, and then it will add it to the editor. The document selector is the same, and then at the end you have a post that looks like that. And that's basically it. So I have here we have a WordPress demo site that is currently up on publicly. So here we have some test document, and if you click view here, see, unprotected. I had that tab open for a while, the WordPress protector. So let's reload here. It opened a document here. This is in read only, and it's just a regular Collabora Online server. I use one of our demo server, so that's why you have this little demo watermark. I usually use my own locally, so there is nothing special that needs to be done. It just works. If we want, can I edit the post here? Here I can change to edit, save, and now open. So here now you have edit, and we have the full editing of Collabora Online. So I have that here. Let's make sure it's saved, but should be fine. If I close it here, not cheating, it will open, and it shows the edits I have made. So yeah. I think that's it. Any questions?
I guess probably one of the things that most people don't realize about what we're doing is that it's a collaborative editing tool as well. So I think that's probably unfamiliar for people who are used to webs and wikis and push to save and whatever. I wonder how that works. Do you have avatar and bits like that as well? Or is that something to do later?
What do you mean? I can...
So if you have a second person join, do you start to get avatar images and things for them?
Yes.
We do.
Yes, totally.
Even
yeah, it's there is nothing much to do here on our side. So hold on here. Do you have another? I have to. Yeah, I forgot if I have another account on this one.
Emphasizing the collaborative nature there is really quite cool, because if you use WordPress, you're well aware of the someone else is editing this document, click here to lose everything they've done type button that is the bane of anyone's life. And of course with us, you can then have both.
So if you see now, I have joined from another private window.
Lovely.
With the same account.
Yeah.
So now you have two people editing the document. They are the same, but
fantastic. Thanks, Hubert.
It's as I said, there is nothing much different than anywhere else in terms of what functionality WordPress do support users. This is what we use to make sure that people have the authorization. I've shown that if I'm not logged in, it will not. Let me actually show that, because this was logged in, but let's say log out. I said log out, not edit profile. See, so now if we go back to this one here, we said login to access the attachment, because we don't want to provide anonymous access. I mean, we do, but so if we log in here, I log in, and then immediately I see I can have the button that allows me to show it.
Yeah, great stuff. But I think that's the thing that we take for granted, which is that you can collaboratively edit something, is certainly not is not normal in the WordPress world, and is really cool feature, I think. So great.
So here, for example, you see adding a cool block here, and then select a document. Select a document here. So I select here. I have this one, for example. And then I save, and then if I have to edit window. If I go here, I say a save. Okay. The gods of demo aren't with me. I think actually I found a bug. Yeah, I think I found a bug. This is live, ladies and gentlemen. This is live. But I added a new document in 2 clicks. It was there, and it's here.
Fantastic. And do people want those documents showing by default in the page, or viewing? Is the demand for that? Attachment there.
Well, viewing online, it's not really. It's not possible currently with the current plugin. We can implement that. That's for sure. I don't think it should be a good use case for even WordPress, because then you end up having to load Collabora Online for each view of the page. It's not really something you want to do here. So
you probably don't want it on the front page. But even then, we cache a lot of the tiles and things. So I think, who knows? But anyway, thanks, Hubert. It's really cool. I'll shut up now. Other people don't have questions. Great presentation. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Questions, guys? Andras, Aaron, Ash, Attila. Questions?
No questions. Thank you.
No questions from me. Thanks, Hubert.
Thank you. Bayram? Darshan? Azine?
No questions. Thank you.
Okay, go, Guy.
No questions. Thank you.
Jaume, Justin, Joao.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if the documentation for this plugin is also already in the SDK, correct? If I want to try this out. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mike. Miklos.
I just have one question. If perhaps you want to show the documentation first.
No, I was just showing that the documentation is there. It's in our SDK website. So go ahead.
Right. So you had a slide on the discovery XML, and I think I'm a bit confused there. You mentioned as if, like you were talking about what are the API endpoints that your WordPress integration is providing, and then you talked about discovery, but discovery is to be provided by the col.la. Is this correct, or did I get confused, or?
No, so it's two different things. Indeed, we implement the endpoints for WOPI on WordPress, but the discovery, it's WordPress that contact Collabora Online. So it's a two-way communication at that point.
Yeah, okay, thanks. That was the question. Thanks.
Thank you. Part Pedro Pranam questions. Okay, Pedro. Okay. Rush, Richard.
That's okay, thank you.
Okay. Timur, questions?
Yeah, like maybe a comment or something. So I'm as mentioned here, I'm from those old school considering WordPress for CMS for some news or something. But I remember also some users using it to publish documents, and now it seems like they can be directly added there. So while this is very nice work and presentation, I see now a possibility to make some like marketing stuff from totally another angle, like what you can do now with WordPress, what you couldn't do before.
Yeah, we can try to have some more marketing material on that. To show things. What this demo doesn't have here is that there is also on the not released yet version of the plugin, possibility to have a direct link to the editor. So if I haven't installed it here because I haven't pushed out that new release. But basically, you can pass around the link to other people. Say, let's edit that document without having to click on that button here. It will use the exact same authorization mechanism. If people are not logged in, they will be asked to log in before. And
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Vivek? No question. Okay, thank you, Hubert, and thank you, everyone, for joining. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks all. Goodbye.